At the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Down! Ready! Ready! Get me home!
Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set! 80!
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. All good. All good.
Check, 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 check! Check 26, check 26!
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 12, Rosen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Rush in! Rush in! Rush in!
On 3rd down, Rosen. Going deep here for Stills. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Kill.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
That's what I do.
Monday.
A play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
I'm coming.
Hey, alert!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On second down, Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 15-yard line.
White 25!
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Gun. Anyone over here. Base.
Check. 59.
Hey, let's go.
Mike 5'9", Mike.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Falcons.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Look, 50. Hey, right 7. Ready, set.
From the shotgun, Ryan. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kiko Alonso. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
52. Hey, Alpha. Check 52. Come on. Check.
Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Quarter.
On the give, this is Drake. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
That's 180. Hug, Monday. Heavy on the edges. Hug.
Mike 5.
Hey, exit. Turn. Monday. Wide.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You don't know no better. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hey, alert, alert. Recon, 132.
On first down, Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Rosen to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Mike 42.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Now, I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a second and long.
45.
Hey, here we go. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. And that's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big. That is, in this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sean, and this one's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those...
He's got daylight, the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Sean. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
80.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. And outcut, ball was delivered and picked up the completion.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Again, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On second down now, it's Smith. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
8-3. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
A first down carry for Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Set. 43 for Mike. Here we go. We got heavy. Everybody scoot up. Heavy. Here we go. I got it.
Now on second and 13. Shaw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now it's Rosen looking. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10. Here's Rosen. Running over the middle by Grant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go, baby.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Rosen to throw again. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Alert, alert, alert.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. It's complete to Grant. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hey, quarter. Middle. Buzz. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. So we have reached halftime, and boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line. Mike.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Check, Mike 42. I'm coming after you.
Now Balaj. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run on first down. Walton looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll set them back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now it's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Drive starts on the ground. It's Walton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Rosen will throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Walton. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. You got it.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A handoff to Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Watch the slant.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
He's scared.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air. And
he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nate Orchard gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Set. 42. Hard. 49. Check 49.
They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, it's Walton. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll run on first down. Walton. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. J.J. Wilcox in on the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Tonight, 180. 5. No gain on this defense, no gain. Check. Hug. Shoot. Pilot, 64, weak. Check hot route. Hot.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rosen looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walton. And marking down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 15, 1, 51.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, it's Smith. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Schaub. The Dolphins get there this this time, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 15.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Run that Monday. Mike 42. Check pass, check pass.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. To throw is Rosen. Allen has it, left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Rosen. That'll be caught right side. It's Butler. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Go. Let's get it.
They begin with a run by Smith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now Schaub. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. It's just a preseason game, but this is for the win. And Tavecchio pulls it to the right. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't... So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check. Ready. Check. 55 to Mike. Exit. Exit. Alert 3. Alert 3. One day.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Here's Gaskin. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.